guys, and welcome back to otro episodio with Yasmin Izaguirre. And on today's little episode or little video or whatever you want to call it, we are going to go ahead and we are going to be reviewing this velvet microfiber sponge. Sorry, I was just looking for the little package here, but this is from Juno Co. This is a velvet microfiber sponge. If you watch Nikki tutorials, which I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, then you already know that this is the sponge that she uses. She lives by it, I guess, because like every video that I watch of hers, she's always using it. So I'm gonna say it's good. I went ahead and purchased it myself as well so that I can go ahead and make this video for you guys. Just trying it out and seeing what's the difference between a microfiber velvet sponge and a regular sponge. So we will be able to go ahead and take a look into what the difference is. You know what? That was a good idea. I should have done like half and half, but this is future me and you're about to see past me, and past me didn't think of the idea. But anyways, you guys will be able to see how this little bad boy right here performs. And if you guys want to see that and you guys are interested in this little microfiber velvet sponge, then you go ahead and you keep on watching.
Like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk it. Hey.
OMG, you guys, I look so sick. It's like disgusting right now. Me miro toda pinche pálida. Like I don't even. Oh my god, I totally forgot I had makeup. Oh my god. All right. No, but literally, you guys, it's like the 4th day into the new year, and I haven't really been noticing, but I guess I've been so stressed because my skin has been going through it. Like I'm talking about bad breakouts. Like I haven't broken out this bad, I think, since I was like a teenager. Yeah, since I was like a teenager. I've broken out before. Obviously I have acne and things like that, but I love you guys, but I'm still not comfortable enough to show you guys how bad like my acne can get, because it's like literally so embarrassing and I feel so self-conscious. But if I was to look that way or even turn that way, you guys would be able to see how bad my acne is, because when I break out, I usually break out right here on like my cheekbones. I break out really bad under, like, you know, on my jawline, and right now it's that bad. Like I have it all over my jawline. I have like a little patch right here, and it's just disgusting, and it makes me feel like shit. Like, to be honest, I feel like shit right now. Like it's just so bad. But anyways, yeah, like it's so bad, and we're just gonna like take a minute. Look at me, because look, I have some acne right here as well, but we're gonna take a minute to kind of meditate and just kind of get over it, because we have to move on with this video. And like honestly, I did not even notice that I was stressed, but if I think about it, I low-key have been stressed, and that's why my skin is so bad. Like, because that's the only explanation that I have for it. So that's what we're gonna go with. But aside from the fact that I am super freaking pálida, we are here because we are going to review this little sponge that I know a lot of you have already seen. Like I'm hella late on this review, to be honest, because this little sponge came out like a few months ago. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm barely reviewing it, but to be honest, the reason that I am reviewing it right now is because the other day I was like sitting on the couch scrolling through Instagram, and I seen that it was only like $1. So I'm like, let me go ahead and check it out, because that's kind of like too good to be true. And it kind of was, because I still had to pay for shipping, but in total I paid up to like $5. Let me see. Yes, so shipping itself was $4.95, and then the sponge itself was $1. So total I paid $5.95, and that's still not that bad, because the original price of this sponge, I think it's $6. I'll put it like, you know, in the description. Like, I mean, not in the description, I'll put it like right here somewhere. But the original price plus the $4 of shipping, you know, if you would have got it for the normal price, it would have came out to like $9. So this was not bad at all. So this is from Juno Co. I know you guys have heard of these sponges before, because they've been around. Like they've been going through the internet so much, and I know Nikki tutorials uses them, and like, you know, her makeup be looking flawless, and she always uses this sponge. And ever since I seen it on her, I've been wanting to try it out, and I finally have it in my hands. So it came in a little package like this, like, you know, regular, whatever. And then inside comes the little sponge. This is from Juno Co. This is a microfiber velvet sponge. So I just got it yesterday, I believe. Yeah, I got it yesterday. I haven't taken it out of the package because I really wanted to open it and review it with you guys. This is like a first impressions. Let me just read a tiny bit of the description in the back so you can kind of get an idea of what it is meant for, or like, you know. If you're looking for a more natural airbrush foundation finish, the Juno Microfiber Velvet Sponge is your go-to. Made with velvet soft microfiber bristles and a slanted edge for controlled stippling. The Juno Microfiber Velvet Sponge provides buildable coverage fast. So anyways, Juno Co, like, let's open this up because I'm so excited to like just feel it, because I heard a lot of great things about this, to be honest. So it comes in a little pouch like this with a little Ziploc. And this is what it looks like right here. I will, of course, zoom it in. But off the bat, I love the fact that it's the color blue, because if you don't know already, blue is my favorite color. This is what it looks like dry. Right off the bat, it does feel super different in comparison to like my Morphe sponge. My Morphe sponge is my favorite go-to sponge because it's just so soft and it's just perfect. Like, it does the job. It's better, to me, it's better than the Beauty Blender, but like, that's my opinion. Like, don't come for me, that's what I feel. But I love the Morphe. This one, you can feel it right away. It is velvety. It does feel like that velvet material. Right now it is dry, so I am gonna go ahead and wet it so we can actually use it, which is why I already have my eyes and my brows and all of that done, because that is not the point of this video. We will go ahead and use this to apply our foundation, our concealer, and our contour, and let's see what else we can apply with this, because I am so excited. It just feels so, I just wish you guys could actually feel it. Like, I wish you guys could feel it. And I'm actually gonna be putting like the little website down in the description box so you guys can go ahead and check it out as well. I don't know if they still have the sale for the dollar, like the dollar sale, but I will definitely take a look into it for you guys if you guys want to check it out. But again, original price is like $7, not that bad. But let me go ahead and wet this and I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like wet. It didn't get too big. Again, this is my Morphe already wet, so it's still a little bit smaller than the Morphe blender, but I mean, it still does feel pretty soft. It feels pretty good. So let's go ahead and put it to the test because I'm super excited. It does feel so velvety, which is the only thing that's kind of creeping me out. Not creeping me out, but it's making me feel a little bit like, is it gonna work? Is this gonna make my skin feel, is this gonna make my skin look different because of the fact that it's velvety? It just feels weird. It feels like, I don't know. I did prime the face already as well, so we're gonna go ahead and take our Makeup Revolution liquid foundation that I've been using for the past few days. So I did decide to use a liquid foundation just because of the fact that it is a liquid, and I feel like it's gonna kind of give me a better feel of how this foundation, it's gonna give me a better feel of how this sponge works, because I feel like, you know, it's liquid, so, you know, just for better results. So let's go ahead and take this. I think I'm gonna take the bottom. So I usually never take the bottom. I always take the tip of the Beauty Blender to blend in. But just to be a little bit different, I'm gonna go ahead and take the bottom, which is just a flat side. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of we are just gonna go ahead and we are just gently stippling on this foundation. So the only thing that I am noticing is that maybe I should have wet the sponge a little bit more, because I feel like because of the material, it didn't absorb the water too much. Because I squeezed out the water. I kind of like really gave it a squeeze, because with my Morphe, if I don't give it a really good squeeze, it feels super, super damp like it does right now. And with this one, I gave it like a really good squeeze, but because of the material and the fiber, I feel like all the water really wringed out and it didn't leave the sponge too wet. So That's actually a good thing, because if you think about it, because of the material, it doesn't absorb a lot. So that means that it's not going to be absorbing a lot of your foundation. So it's going to leave a lot of your foundation back. So wow, you guys, like, I'm not even being dramatic at all right now, but this is actually leaving my foundation so, like, it looks really flawless. Like, I'm not even kidding. It did leave a lot of the foundation back because I didn't even put a lot. So now, even though this Makeup Revolution foundation is medium to high coverage, I still feel like it did a really good job of covering up my acne that I had right here, because of the fact that this material is not picking up too much of the foundation. So it's leaving enough to give me that full coverage. So far, I'm hella liking it. So now let's move on to the second step, which is going to be to highlight. Y'all already know where I apply this, so just watch as the magic happens here. So now I use this part. So I use the bottom flat part for my foundation. Now we're going to use this side right here, which is the pointy side, for my concealer. As you guys can see, this is the flat side. This is the like round regular side. This regular side is the one we're going to be using. OMG, you guys, this is honestly really good. Again, the only tiny issue, because you know this is a review and we want to be very honest, the only small issue that I'm experiencing is the fact that I wringed out my sponge too much. Like I already mentioned, I wringed it out too much, so it hardly feels wet, and I like my sponge to be kind of like, you know, like a good amount of dampness. I want my sponge to be like a good amount of dampness. I don't know if that's even a word, but I like for it to be like, you know, damp enough that, you know, I don't know. I feel like you guys know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, then you know. If you don't, then I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain it. But even though it feels a little bit dry, like a little bit dry, I feel like it's doing such a freaking good job in like blending out my concealer, my foundation. I'm looking kind of hella flawless right now. Like Jasmine with the acne, oh, like not me, honey. I don't have no acne. Lying. You guys can still see like the little bumps or whatever, but like it looks so good. My acne has been covered really well. Like, let me blend this more, because I'm kind of starting to look like I'm wearing a fucking mask, and that's not okay. But I'm so impressed. Like, I am not even kidding. For $1 or like $6, which is the original price, this is not disappointing. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving with cream products so that we can get a better feel of this. So I am gonna be cream contouring, you guys. So the same side that we used to blend out our concealer, we're also going to use it to blend out our contour. And let's see how well this works, because like I said, it's feeling a little dry. So I actually blended out the contour very well and very fast. I thought it was going to be like very hard because of the fact that the sponge feels a little dry. But look at that. Like, what the fuck? Who is she? When did she get here, and why didn't she get here sooner? Like, honey, I think we're gonna have to throw you out. This sponge right here is just amazing. Okay, actually, no shade to Morphe. I still love that sponge, but this one is just like, me está sorprendiendo mucho esta esponjita, because of the fact that it's just this weird material, you know, like microfiber velvet. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, literally, like, what is that? You know? Like, you know. Like, if you know, you like know. And it's just like very good. It's just like so good right now. Like, I just don't know. Like, let's take a moment to be quiet for a second. Like, I just want you guys to hear this. You see, like, it kind of sounds dry. And like, no lie, by this point it feels a little bit more dry, but it's still bigger than when it is dry, so I know that it's not completely dry. Like, do you know? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Hear that? Yes, I look kind of hella flawless. Like, my skin is like porcelain. Like, it's so flawless right now. Like, who is she? All right, so let me go ahead and finish up my makeup. We'll come back and review the sponge. I'll be back and I'll give you my final feedback on how I feel on this sponge, because like, low-key, it's like, I'm loving it. But anyways, I'll be right back. All right guys, so we are back. I went ahead and finished off this look by doing my hair and getting a little outfit on, because you know I was looking hella ratchet. But I just wanted to come back so I can give my feedback on this little microfiber velvet sponge. Let me just like take a little minute, because I honestly love this sponge. Like, I'm not even lying, I'm not being dramatic, I'm not doing the most, you know, so that you guys can go out and buy it. No, for real, anything that I ever talk about on my channel, anything that I ever mention, any products, anything, it's simply my opinion. You guys don't have to purchase any of these things. You guys don't have to like any of these things at all. You know, this is just my opinion, what I like, how I felt about it. Obviously you guys are over there and I'm over here, so you guys can't feel what I'm feeling. You guys can't feel this velvety sponge, because it honestly feels really weird, but it did an amazing job. I think that my skin looks pretty good, considering the fact that I mentioned already that I had a lot of acne that I broke out really bad. So this honestly covered enough, and it didn't absorb a lot of the product. And I'm sorry I kept looking over here, but like my little mirror's over here. But anyways, this did not absorb a lot of the product, meaning that it left a lot of the product behind, allowing me to get that full coverage. With my Morphe brush, with my Morphe blender, I absolutely love it as well. It does an amazing job. It does the job, like, it gets it done. I love it. But with this standard sponge, it is going to absorb a little bit more product, because it is just a regular sponge. So it is going to absorb a little bit more, which in some cases you want that, but in some cases you don't. The fact that this is made out of a different material, I've mentioned it already, this microfiber, it's this velvet feel. This is going to allow for the sponge to not absorb a lot of the product, leaving most of it behind, which is great when it comes to foundation. And even with my concealer, because usually when I do my concealer, you know, my sponge picks up not most of it, but a lot of it, which is why I always say that you want to like gently blend that area out, because you don't want a lot of the product to be picked up. With this one, you don't really have that problem. You can go in there because it's not gonna absorb a lot. But last review of this, I absolutely loved it. This is a yes from me. I really encourage you guys go out and purchase this, just because it's different. You know, it's different, and you guys will be able to feel how cool it feels, and you guys will be able to enjoy this little transformation that it does on your face. And because of the fact that it's velvet, it feels really good on the skin. But like I mentioned, I got this for $1 plus $4.95 from shipping. I don't know if they still have that promotion, but I'll still link the website down below if you guys want to go ahead and purchase this little bad boy right here. And I think that is the video. Like, we are at the end, we are done. This is it. Like, I just wanted to tell you guys more about that sponge. If you guys like my little pelitos, my little greñas here, if you guys like this kind of like this little cute look, go ahead and check out my video, because I did do a tutorial on this look. You know, girl trying to step out the just makeup tutorials. I'm trying to do different cosas. So I did do I did do a hair tutorial on this look right here. If you guys want to see how I achieved this curl with this braid and these little jewels up here, then you go ahead and click on that video below as well, because it will be down in the description box. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Go ahead and check that video out. If you haven't already, like, stop real quick, like stop right now and go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like. And if you want to comment, leave me like a little like message or whatever, then you can go ahead and do that as well. And make sure you follow my social media. Thank you, besties, so much for joining me on another video. See you on the next one.
Like I talk it, walk it. walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I